Hello, welcome back to the Tommy Retro YouTube channel. Today we've got a project video. Today's video is the installation of vinyl flooring. It's to simulate 6-inch wood planks. We've got a product by Congoleum called the Carefree Plank Floor System. This was sold by Menards. So here's the information on this. This is cottage plank, and there's the SKU number. But very nice product. It comes in several different variations and patterns and tones, so it really gives the authentic real-world wood look when it's down. So as you can see, here's a couple different pieces next to each other, and you've got variations in tone and wood grain, knots. It's a very nice product, and the installation is pretty easy. So let's go ahead and get into it. To fill any voids in the floor because it'll show through after a while. So here we got a hole in the old tile. We got this. So we've just got some leftover sandless mortar, or I should say unsanded grout is what it is. And we're just going to go ahead and fill these voids with that and let this harden up for us. This stuff is good to fill voids up to an 1/8 inch, and we're dealing with 1/8 inch tile. So this should be perfect for what we're doing. Okay. If you were to go and get a project to do this, you would get a floor leveling compound. But since I had this on hand from a tile job that we did, and we don't have to do a whole lot, we'll just use this stuff. Alright, so floor prep is complete as far as the gouges and holes and things. So again, we use that unsanded grout since we had it on hand from the bathroom job, and filled all the different voids and holes and stuff in the old vinyl composition tile. So we've got all that set. We scraped it off flush. We're going to let that dry. We'll start in the back left corner, right back here. You can see we had an area that didn't have any tile. It was just straight down to the plywood. So there's 1/8 inch VAT, vinyl asbestos tile here that we're going to be going right over. So it's an 1/8 of inch thick, the existing tile. So we used the new product, turned perpendicular to how we're going to run out the floor, and just pieced it in this back area. And so we've got the floor prepped. All low depressions are all filled in. I had some unsanded mortar mix left over from a tile job, so we just went ahead and used that, and worked pretty nice. So we're ready to go here. So I'm going to start with the starter strip along the wall, and the key to success there is to keep it about 1/8 of an inch away from the wall for expansion, and we're going to go ahead and get started. Alright, so we started the first strip, starter strip, and so we always start in the back left hand corner. As you can see, we just started in the corner, we're running out this way. Now I've gotten to the other wall, so I have to make a cut. Key to success here is you want to keep an 1/8 of an inch spacer between the new flooring going down and the wall, and like the threshold in the door here. So I just cut down some scrap pieces of the material. It's an 1/8 of an inch thick, so we just put it in there, and that helps us keep a really nice straight line and maintain that that gap against the wall. So now I'm going to go ahead and measure this, and we are at 22 and let's see, 22 and 3/16. So we're going to go ahead and make that 22 1/16, giving an 1/8 of an inch room for expansion. So we've already set it up down there. We've got an 1/8 of an inch gap, and now we're going to set up another 1/8 of an inch gap over here. So I'm going to go ahead and make that cut, and then we'll put it in. Okay, so we're going to make a cut 21 7/8, and I'm using a speed square. So we'll just get this set on here, and what I do is we just set that. We slide the speed square to 21 7/8. Okay, right about there. Okay, and then we just go ahead and use it as a guide and make our cut. And we just use a regular utility knife. Nice sharp utility knife helps. I score it 3 times. And then we can break it, just like that. And then we just go ahead and cut the back side. Okay, so that gives us our piece. Key to success is you always want the factory cut sides butted together in the floor. All of your cuts are going to be around the outside perimeter. Another thing that's really important for installation is that the floor system comes with this paper tape on the adhesive tape. You don't want to remove that until you're sticking down your floor material, because it will suck the dust up like a magnet, and then it will hinder the adhesive properties of the tape. So it'll basically make it a weak joint. So until you're ready to put the next piece down, don't take the paper off. So now we can go ahead and install this. So we'll take this off. Key to success here is to just go ahead and slide the plank over the existing until it drops in, just like that. Kind of take your time here, fit it up. You want to have nice tight joints. Make sure everything is square. Okay. And then get a really nice firm pressure on that joint. Alright, well, we've been rocking and rolling on our flooring project here. So, you know, we showed you how to start out against the wall, keep everything an 1/8 inch away. You know, when you get to stuff like the vent there, you know, just as I got there, I just marked it out, you know, measured off the wall, marked it, cut it in place with a utility knife, and then just kept rolling. Something that's really important when you lay out the floor is that you make sure that you measure your run first, so that you don't end up with slivers of planks at the end. So you really don't want to plank any less than 6 inches. So when I started here, you know, against the outside wall, it ended up perfect, pretty much to where whenever I would end, I could use that piece and start my next run, and it gave me a nice random seam pattern. So right now I've got no areas where seams line up, you know, throughout the whole course, and we're right now on, let's see, we're on number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and nothing lines up perfect. That's what you want. You want a nice random pattern. Another thing we're looking at when we put the planks in is, you know, some are lighter than others, so we're making sure that we kind of randomize that, and so we don't get, you know, dark areas, light areas. We've really randomized the planks nice. But now that I'm in between the cabinets here, I've got a 12-foot and like 2-inch run, so I can't start with a full plank because I'll end up with a sliver. And so what I'm doing is each run I'm cutting a new piece, and just looking at my recent seams and making sure that I don't you know, line up and that it looks nice. So just kind of as you go, you got to be thinking about that. You know, when you're starting, where you're going to stop in the middle, it's really nice. Really, you can cruise fast putting the stuff in, and I will show you that process. So I just want to show you how fast this goes. You know, once you've got your edges cut, you're sure that your seams are going to run out nice. You're not going to have repetitive seams or slivers on the ends. Once you get those pieces cut and you're in the straightaway, it's a very quick and easy process. So what you do first, like I said, you don't take your paper off your adhesive until you're ready. So we'll take that off, take that off, and now you just be real careful and watch your seams, and you're just going to drop it in perfect. You want a tight seam all the way around. So I'm making sure I'm tight against this edge. I'm tight against this edge. I've got the tile leaning up so I'm not into the adhesive yet. And then once you've got a good seam, you just go ahead and put it down, and then you work it from your starting side out. Make sure you get a good full bond. And like I said, once we're done, we'll take a 100-pound roller over the entire floor to make sure we have good adhesion. Now we're going to go with our next piece. So again, I'm just taking off the adhesive just to work on this piece, and we'll repeat the process. So we'll just go ahead and drop it in like this. Okay. Again, watch your seam. Make sure it stays true the whole way. Remove the paper for our next section. Alright, and we measured this out, so we're going to end up here, and we're going to have about an 8-inch piece we have to cut. Okay. Same thing there, sure no gap here. Kind of watch it throughout. Okay. And so now I'll measure this and we'll cut the piece for the end of the room. I just want to take a moment and show a really handy tool here, and that is this. This is a real inexpensive brand tool shop. They sell it at Menards, but I think this tool cost me all of, maybe 20 bucks. Might even been a little less, but it's great for just kind of getting in and cutting in weird spots. I don't use it a whole heck of a lot, but it comes in handy when you need to use it. But since we're going to run the flooring up underneath this trim, instead of taking off the whole piece of trim and making a cut and then having to reinstall it, you can use this tool to get right in there and cut off the bottom. So what I did is I stacked a couple pieces of flooring, so they're 1/8 inch thick. So I'm, what would that be, 1/4 inch off of the existing floor. So I just use that as a guide, and then I cut this side and cut the other side as well. So this way, when I run the flooring in, it'll run right up underneath the casing. So I just want to show kind of a cool tool. This is probably about the cheapest one you can get, but it works pretty darn nice. And there's different blades and heads you can have on there. Okay, well, the floor is done. The laminate is all in. So came out really nice. Definitely use this product again. Big thing to remember is just measure everything out, figure out where you're going to start, where you're going to stop, so you don't get those slivers. But like you say here, the entryway opens up right into the main space, really nice. And staggered all the seams, made sure of course nothing lines up, and even just generally looking down, everything's aesthetic. So just look at it, kind of pick where you think is best, and roll with it. But definitely came out nice. It's a nice product. So now I've got my 100-pound roller here that I rented from the local do-it-yourself rental store. So it's a 100-pound laminate roller. It cost me $15 for the day. So I'm going to use it tonight, roll this out, and then I will take it back tomorrow. So now I'm going to go ahead and roll. Alright, well, the flooring project is done. Came out really nice. Now what's left is, of course, to trim it out, case molding and all those different things, but the flooring itself is done. Just want to give you a few tips about this project when you go to do it yourself. Definitely get a good pair of knee pads. I'm wearing the gel knee pads from Menards right now, but definitely save your knees on a job like this. It's very worth your while to invest in a nice pair of knee pads. Also, have plenty of quality razor blades for your utility knife. A lot of cutting here with utility knife, and that'll make or break the project, so make sure you've got good sharp knives. Another thing we want to talk about is make sure the floor is clean. That's really important. You know, we did the leveler with that unsanded grout, but make sure you sweep everything, you mop everything. Floor is clean, all the nails removed from the trim. Those are things that you'll run into when you're doing the project. So those are a few things to to make sure that that you pay attention to when you do this. Thank you.